so hot. Today is a different tea. I'm drinking mango black tea from Trader Joe's, and it's my first time having it. It's pretty good. I normally drink the lemongrass tea or the hibiscus, but today is kind of cold outside, so I decided I would do hot tea. And then I have my Eggo sandwich, bananas and peanut butter. Today is a weird day. I took a midterm right now, so I'm trying to like mentally recover from that. I don't know if it's just me, but whenever I take a test, I always have so much anxiety because I'm always like overthinking what I put down, and I know for sure I got like 1 or 2 questions wrong on it. But yeah, like I have to like calm my body down and calm my mind down because I can feel my body shaking. And I don't know, I kind of just wanted to do a different video today because all my videos thus far have been like planned, have been scripted. I knew what I was gonna say. I practiced. I was like dressed up, my hair was put together, my makeup was done. No, I didn't feel like doing that today. Kind of just wanted to talk. So this channel, I don't know what this channel is supposed to be. It originally started off with me wanting to make videos on statistics just because I really liked learning about statistics and teaching it, and I feel like I could explain it in a good way. But then the more videos I made, the more I realized that, wait, I am learning so much right now. I kind of want to just talk to others about it. So maybe this is the start of that like continuation of my channel. So yeah, if you don't know me, I'm Rachel. I'm going to my 3rd year at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, and San Luis Obispo is a small town in the middle of California, kind of toward the coast. It's like 10 minutes from the beach. And I'm majoring in statistics and minoring in data science and computer science. And I was originally a business major, so I only switched into statistics like a year ago. And this past year has honestly been one of the most like chaotic, stressful, intense yet rewarding years I've had. I feel like I was just thrown into like the deep end of the pool and like forced to learn how to swim and like do butterfly strokes or whatever. Like I was just like forced to like catch up immensely, and the more I realized how much I love learning about data science. But to be honest, I only started learning about data science maybe 4 or 5 months ago. I took my first data science course in the spring, so Data 301 Intro to Data Science, and our school doesn't even have a data science major. No data science department really. We only have 4 classes in data science, and 3 of those are like your capstone courses, so only 1 really introductory data science course. So taking that class kind of made me realize how much I loved it, or kind of introduced me to a field that I didn't know I would ever be interested in. I mentioned this in videos before, but I've never considered myself a smart person. I think I still have a really bad habit of doubting my ability, and like I'm just really unconfident when it comes to my success in like a more technical field because I never saw myself as a person who would succeed in that field. It's something I need to work on internally, but like basically when I switched into statistics and I was forced to take computer science, I never ever thought like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. But data science is such a diverse field, and I think that's why I like it so much, that it's not just programming. It's not purely computer science. It's statistics, mathematics, computer science, programming, communication, visualization. It's so much of everything, and because it's such a broad field, there's so many things you can go into it. One of my internet YouTube friends, Kenji, he is a data scientist and a YouTube content creator, and he's just like a god when it comes to data science. He has this video talking about the different roles within data science, where it can be data analyst, business analyst, data scientist, data engineer, machine learning engineer, and so on, so on, so on. So because it's such a broad field, and because it involves so many different disciplines and like subjects, I guess, you really, it's not really a one fits all. That's the thing, right? One fits all type of thing with data science. And I think that's what I'm starting to like and starting to realize, because the more I programmed and the more I learned how to code, I think I felt a pressure on myself to like, okay, I need to be like as technical as possible. Okay, I like data science, so I kind of need to prove that I like data science by like doing all these advanced technical projects. And like this happened a few weeks ago. I was starting my first like solo data science programming project, and I was getting really frustrated because coding doesn't come naturally to me, and I normally rely on the support of like my teachers and my friends, but this time it was just me. So I kept doubting myself, like I can't do it. But I guess the one thing that helped me cope with like doubting myself or not having confidence in this field, though I did like it, was the fact that I had found a community, which is insane. So going to summer, when I first started my YouTube channel, I had messaged Kenji on YouTube, and I was just like, hey, like, I'm interested in data science, wondering if you'd like to talk, love to learn more about you. And he ended up replying, which is kind of insane. Like, to think that I messaged someone on YouTube, a complete stranger, and they agreed to talk to me, like, they agreed to like offer their help or advice or whatever, answer my questions. It was really, really cool. So then I ended up talking to him, and then I ended up joining this group of data science students and educators and professionals. And I basically came for a situation where I didn't have any mentors in data science. I had no idea what I'm doing, didn't really know why I liked it, didn't know where to really go. And I ended up in a group full of mentors and kind of friends. And even though I've never met these people, they're just people on the internet who are kind of like my mentors, friends, acquaintances, somewhere in between that. The fact that I had a community, the fact that I had people to bounce off ideas from, ask questions to, just get advice from, and sometimes share my frustration was really, really nice. After that first conversation with Kenji, it kind of started a snowball effect. So then I joined that group, and then I started just talking to random people. Just last week, I talked to a girl in India who was over 8,000 miles away, yet we were talking and we didn't know each other. We had never met each other before, yet we were just talking. It was so nice because it was so nice to share experiences and learn from each other, and just like be able to realize that like I'm not alone in this, and there are other people who are like interested in the same thing that I'm doing and just are there to talk. I don't know how to vlog. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. But yeah, we were just talking, and it was really nice just to talk to someone. And then in the meantime, I also had joined this group on Facebook called Women Rewriting the Code. And it was just a group of women and students in technology, and I was able to meet others in tech as well as other women in data science. And data science is a relatively small field, so it's hard to come across people who are in data science, but especially women in data science. So that was really, really nice to meet other students. And now it's like we've joined groups and we're all studying for technical interviews together. Oh, let me show you what I got. This book came in the mail the other day. If you don't know this book, then you are very, very, very lucky. This book is basically the holy grail of all technical interviews. So I'm applying for like software engineering and data science roles, and I'm mainly using this to brush up on my Python because, again, I'm not a confident coder. I need to build up my confidence, build up my knowledge, and just like practice more. So this is going to be my Bible for the next 45 days. Okay, anyways, I'm off track. But yeah, the fact that it's like I'm meeting random strangers on the internet and we formed groups together, and now we're studying together. Like we're calling each other and reviewing SQL questions, Python, Product Sense, Probably. It's like, this is insane. Like I started from having nobody to so many people, and that's not it. That's not it. So LinkedIn, I started following people on LinkedIn that were just big in the data science world and like were active in it. And I started following them, and I messaged a few of them like, hey, like, I would love to talk. And a few of them ended up responding. Given that these people were like really, really big on LinkedIn, I had so many messages, but some of them did end up responding, and I had a call with one of them. And she was actually in my video, Jennifer Cooper. And it's like, I didn't know her. I didn't know her at all. She didn't know me. And she was this big person on LinkedIn, yet she was willing to talk. And just the fact that I could just talk to someone and learn about them and like be inspired to learn more was just really inspiring. I don't know. I don't have a big vocabulary. So yeah, I don't know what point I'm trying to make, but I guess like what I learned this past summer is that I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I liked about data science. I didn't really have much exposure to it. I didn't know what to do. But the fact that I was willing to learn and that I was like really curious about what else to do, I was able to find people who could talk to me. I was able to find people who could help me out, because I feel like the summer has taught me that if you're willing to learn, if you're willing to put in the effort to learn from like others and outside resources, there will be information, there will be other people out there willing to teach you. I've talked to students, I've talked to data scientists, I've talked to PhDs, I've talked to like vice presidents of big companies. It's just like a huge random slew of people, and I don't know, it's kind of cool. If you guys haven't already, you should definitely put your Eggos into a sandwich. It is portable, it is easy, it is fast to eat, no mess. And after learning from all these people, I think what I realized I like about data science is that anyone can be a software engineer, really. Like, you can sit behind a coder, you can sit behind a computer and learn how to code, but not everyone can be a data scientist. Not saying that software engineering is bad, but that data science involves communication. I think I really, really like that you're able to take data, you're able to use statistics to analyze, programming to create models, and like explain information, and then create a conclusion and communicate that through like visuals or just some meaningful interpretation. I think that's what I really like about it. And So when I was kind of getting like frustrated with myself, like not knowing what to do or not knowing where I'm going, not knowing like, do I need to prove myself to show others that like, oh yeah, I really like data science, look at me, look how fast I can code. I don't know. I talked to one of, again, my internet friends, again in this community, Tina Huang. She has a really good YouTube channel and she just posts really authentic videos about her experience and how she got to where she is. I was telling her about this and she was telling me, well, like there are many different flavors of success, and it sounds cheesy, but that kind of really rung with me. It's like, again, there's no one size fits all. There's like so many things you can do, and with data science especially, there's so many things you can do. And I think the more and more I started realizing that, the less pressure I started putting on myself to like succeed, whatever that form of success was. Because I don't know, my mind is always churning. Like my mind, like I need to do something. I can't really sit still. Isn't there that thing in physics, like inertia or momentum or something, like once you start rolling, you keep rolling, and once the ball stops, you stop. I don't know. I don't know physics. I've never taken physics. But yeah. So I'm still like kind of don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I want to do, but I think that's okay. Whether it's data science or whatever field, like it's okay if you don't know what you want to do. I think if you put in the effort to learn from others and to talk to others and to meet other people and to like just like do that, I feel like you will get more direction. And even if you don't, like I'm a junior in college, I'm only 20 years old. Oh, I'm 20. I turned 20 this weekend. But I still have like, I guess the rest of my life, the rest of my 20s or whatever to figure out what I want to do. So I need to kind of stop putting pressure on myself. And on that note about just talking to people, it's like, don't be afraid to reach out. Like honestly, the worst that they can say is no, or the worst that they can do is not reply. So as long as you're making the effort to put yourself out there, like literally only good can come out of it, unless you're like posting like profanity or like bad stuff on the internet. Like nothing bad can come out of the fact of you asking others for help. And like, again, like I've said this in other videos, like ask questions. It's the same thing when it's like, if you want to learn from others, just message them and maybe they'll reply. And I'll make a whole video about like networking and just like how to talk to others, but I feel like networking is just so important. Like not networking in the sense to like get a job, but networking just to learn from other people. This summer I was supposed to be in a research program at University of Virginia, but it got canceled because of COVID. So I was originally supposed to do nothing. And then, so the data science course I took with my teacher, I went to office hours like every single day and asked so many questions. And oh my God, I'm talking so fast that I'm like burping. So yeah, I thought he didn't like me because I asked so many questions. I don't know, that was an unfair assumption. He just like always seemed irritated because like I was constantly asking questions that in my head may have sounded dumb, but there are no dumb questions, please just ask them. But then at the end of the quarter, he emailed me. He was like, hey, do you want to be my TA for fall? I'm like, what? Like, you thought I was actually kind of smart, like capable, like, excuse me? So I'm like, you know what? Let me just shoot my shot. I'm not doing anything this summer. I kind of want to get involved in research. Let me just email him. So I emailed him back. I'm like, hey, are you working on a research project this summer? Could I help out? Could I join? And to my surprise, he said yes. So I'm working on that research project, and that's like toward the tail end of the project. Like I'm helping wrap things up and do stuff, but it's still like I'm doing stuff. And then literally in the span of a day, I applied for a research program at my school like over a month ago, and the lead like researcher replied. He's like, oh, like I'm offering you a position. I'm like, what? Like now I'm in two research programs, and that's insane. And like the second research program, I'm kind of working like towards the beginning of the analysis, like the cleaning of the data, the analyzing, using statistical models to represent it, and all that. And the fact that in both these research projects that I'm taking what I'm learning and I'm actually applying it to real data and like getting meaningful like stuff out of it is really cool. And again, I feel like this goes back to the fact that it's like I was willing to learn and willing like to like find more stuff to do, I guess. So it's like I asked my professor, and I think you just need to do that. I'm again, I don't know if I'm making sense at all, but you just have to try. Like if I hadn't emailed my professor asking to do research with him, I would not even have known that he's doing research, and I would not have known that I could have been helping out. And I don't know, experience is experience. Just get what you can. Just talk to other people, because experience includes just like talking to other people or just doing stuff or doing your own project. So whether it's you're interested in data science or any other field, data science especially has such an active and online community. So you should definitely be following other people, be reaching out. Here's some people on LinkedIn that I follow and some on YouTube that I follow. Yeah. Another thing, if you're interested in data science and you're like me and you're like unconfident or don't think you're good at coding, just know coding is hard. Like there are geniuses out there on the internet and just in general who are just like super good and understand everything, but it's hard. But just because you're bad at coding or just because like you can't do it doesn't mean that you can never do it. So just keep trying. And just know, again, data science is such a diverse field. Like you can do, like there's so many things that you can do with it. You can be more on the communication side, you can be more on the technical side, you can be more on the statistics side. Like it's a combination of everything. So just know that I also feel the same way sometimes. Sometimes I feel like I'm not good enough for this field, or that like I don't really think I deserve to be in this field. Like I'm not good enough again, I don't know. But then talking to these people made me realize like, no, that's not the case. There's so many things you can do. And I have only been coding for 10 months. Oh my God, I need to remember that and stop being so hard on myself. I've only been coding for 10 months and there's so much more to learn. So if you're willing to learn, and if you're willing to put in the effort, and if you're willing to talk to other people, wow, I'm like really excited. So if you're willing to do all these things, I can guarantee you will get better, or you will just find more direction in what you want to do. At least that's what I'm telling myself, and that's what I hope I'll do. So the project I was working on that I was mentioning before, that I was really frustrated about because I got a bug in my code, or I couldn't figure out how to scrape the data. I had messaged one of the people within this community and was just saying like, I'm really frustrated, like my code isn't working, like it's just really upsetting. Like I was literally crying in front of my computer because I was so annoyed. And he was like, this has happened to me too. Like this happens, like coding is hard, data science is hard. Like just because you're not good at it, like it's not like he gave me validation or like said like, oh no, you're a really good coder. He just like empathized with me and related to me and said like, this happens to everyone. And that, I don't know, that made me feel good. It's like even the geniuses out there within data science or whatever field, they're also going through the same frustrations. And what I noticed is like these people on LinkedIn, they don't just post stuff. It's like, oh, like I got like 2 PhDs and I'm super smart and like I'm successful in a super hard field. They're also talking about their failures too. And that's really, really nice to see people saying like, hey, I didn't even graduate high school and now I have my PhD. Or like, hey, when I made this one, I don't know, classification model, it failed and my whole code base corrupted, or whatever the terminology is. These people are talking about what they did bad too. And I just have to keep reminding myself, like, I am so young. I just entered this field, like, it's okay. But I don't know, like, do you guys like feel similar where like you just put pressure on yourself to do well so fast? And I don't know, I need to work on that. I'm also doing YouTube. This is another like big part of my summer. So again, like I said, it originally started off with the fact that I wanted to make videos on statistics because I really like teaching and learning about statistics. But then like I want to make more videos just about like, this is what I'm learning, this is what I'm doing. And maybe if you can decode some of my language through these videos, you can maybe learn something from me too. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking because I've been talking for 20 minutes and I don't know if I made any sense. I hope I did. If you liked this video or kind of like the style of this video, give it a like, subscribe maybe. I'm gonna try to make more videos about this. Just know that you're not alone. If you want to talk to me, just message me. Literally, like my social media is down below. I would love to talk to you. I'm also frustrated. I'm also unconfident. I also have no idea what the heck I am doing. But you need to reflect on what you have done. Reflect on the good that you have done, and I am sure you will find those things. So if you would like to talk to me for some reason, I would love to talk to you. Okay, I will go finish my Eggo sandwich and my tea, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Oh. Did I do the hand thing correctly? I don't know.